All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another zombies video. In today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually back here on Cold War Zombies. This is probably, the second time that I played this on the channel? I'm not sure. It's been a long time, though. And I kind of wanted to just try something a little bit different. Kind of just go back and make a little bit of a commentary video. Just kind of pose the question, was Cold War Zombies really that good? Yes or no? And honestly, I've seen a lot of like back and forth with this game. I've seen a lot of like people who are pretty big fans of it, and I've seen a lot of people who are like, it's not that good, it's too easy, operators are terrible, blah blah blah. Been a lot of back and forth, and I don't know, I just kind of wanted to come back to this game since it's gonna be a long time before I actually do a revisited video on it. And I just wanted to, I don't know, kind of chat about the pros and the cons of Cold War. Now, I'm starting on D Machine. I probably, depending on how long the video goes, I don't really expect it to be a super long video, but I'll probably stay just on D Machine. And I don't know, maybe if the video does well, I can go back and play the other maps, play Outbreak maybe, depends. But, we're level 34, prestige 17. Jeez Louise. I was getting busy. Also, I forgot to mention that, yeah, we're over here with the M1911. We didn't start with any fancy guns, because normally I would start with a good gun, but I actually kind of want to, like, experience some of the classic Zombies gameplay and buy some guns off the wall, because that is really something you never do in Cold War, sadly. So, we'll go ahead and start with the cons, because that's a pretty big con, in my opinion, which is the way you start with the weapons. While it is much better than BO4 because of the rarity system, it did kind of make wall guns and the box guns pretty freaking useless. I won't lie. I don't know about you guys, but I never hit the box in this game or buy guns off the wall, so that is kind of a big rip. Also, normally I go the other way, but you know what? We're changing it up this time. We're going this way, because why not? MP5. Obviously, the best gun is the blue Gallo that's back there, so maybe I'll pick that up. But yeah, so that's one con with this game, definitely, is the starting with a powerful weapon and not really having incentive to buy any other guns, except for wonder weapons, of course. I mean, even this M1911 on round 4 does some massive damage, but thankfully the rarity system did help a little bit. I don't think it was enough, but you know, it didn't help. And then, to kind of switch over to a pro, I think we can all agree that the gameplay in Cold War is pretty superb. Pretty solid, feels pretty good. It's kind of modernized, but also classic. All right, let's open this up, bro. Let's get out of here. Let's turn the power. Okay, I forgot about that. It's been so long since I played D Machine, I completely forgot that I have to turn the power on right there. Okay, well, we probably need to wrap back around if I'm gonna hit box. Yeah, so, like, to name off the good things this game did, obviously, the gameplay is really nice. I think that the Ethereum... Oh, coin flip. Okay. Nice. The Ethereum crystals were pretty cool, because it kind of gave you a reason to grind, get better perks, get better, like, stuff for your weapons, better AETs, whatnot. Pretty nice stuff. Granted, to kind of go back to another con of the game, I think the perks were just way too overpowered in this game. Like, don't get me wrong, being OP is fun and all, but, bro, like, when I start getting these perks, you'll see, I'm gonna be turned into a dang, like, super mutant from Fallout. Just, like, absolutely cracked. Just a big old boy with all sorts of abilities. RPD, alright, I'll take that. Because literally, I mean, I've said this before in I think my last video, actually. I said, like, stamina up. You get that boy to tier 5. You buy stamina up and you're gone, bro. You're literally zooming. Which, that's kind of ridiculous. And then on top of that, like, Jug allows you to kind of get... I think it allows you to get, like, Dying Wish... the Dying Wish effect from, like, BO4. And then Quick Revive literally turns you into, like, the Borderlands system of, like, you get down and you kill a guy and you come back with all your perks. Like, ridiculous. All the perks are pretty busted. It is cool that you can buy all of them. However, I think they're just way too good. I don't know. I still think the best perk system, in my opinion, in Zombies is the like Origins style perk system. And what I mean by that is you can obviously get 4 perks like normal, but you can also get all the perks on the map if you find the red dig spots. Now, I do think that I'm not really a big fan. Also feeling lucky. Okay, yeah, that's me. I'm feeling myself. Wait, hold up, pause. The red dig spots, I'm not really a big fan of the way they work necessarily. But I do like the idea of, like, you can get the 4 perks and then get all the other perks on the map just by getting those. So I think something like that is probably the best perk system in my opinion. I don't know, it gives you something to go for. You know, as you can tell with this video, it's kind of just me, like, rambling, going on a lot of different tangents, but we're gonna make our way to power. But I do think the best perk system has not been discovered yet entirely. I think the closest we've gotten is BO2 Origins, at least for my ideal like way of getting perks. I think that getting every perk in Cold War, while cool, is just a little too overpowered and it's a little too easy to get all the perks. I don't think Cold War is the perfect system. I know some people actually really like the perk system, and it's definitely not bad. But a lot of people do think it's like the best perk system. I don't know about that. I think the classic way of just like 4 perks and that's it is also not really good either. You know, they still got work to do. Maybe in the next game they'll figure it out. Oh my god, I'm running out of ammo. Speaking of ammo, one pro about this game, in my opinion, I think most people can agree with this, is ammo boxes. Like, being able to get ammo is pretty nice, just for any gun. I will say one con of that, one thing that's kind of unfortunate about it, it means that wall weapons have less identity, less of a reason to buy them. Because back in the day, it's like, you kind of decide, okay, do I get a wall weapon or do I get a box weapon? Because the box weapon is typically going to be better, however, the wall weapon pretty much infinitely replenish ammo for. So there's definitely a little bit of a debate there as to what the better system is, having the ammo boxes or having, you know, the classic wall weapons being the only way to refill ammo. I think personally I'm gonna have to go with the ammo boxes. I think they just barely edge out that classic style, because there's really nothing worse than like your favorite weapon being a box exclusive gun and you pretty much can never get ammo for it unless you have, like, you know, ways to get max ammos. But also, I'm collecting all this salvage. Gotta upgrade the gun. I'm probably not gonna stick with the RPD though. I got Ring of Fire. That, you know what? I forgot about that. Let's just absolutely cheese our way to victory here. This crap does so much damage. And speaking of max ammos, we got one over there. The freaking field upgrades, like, definitely an interesting idea. I'd be curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. The field upgrades, were they good? Were they bad? I think that they were an interesting idea. However, I think with this game, they completely fumbled the ball with Ring of Fire. I think Ring of Fire is just way too overpowered. Personally, I think it makes all the other ones just entirely worthless by comparison. I don't know what you guys think, but that's just kind of how I feel about it. Alright, we're going down. We're going to pick up the missing Pack-a-Punch part. We're going to go put it over here. I need to get a different gun because I'm really tired of the RPD. I need to hit the box. Yeah, okay. Oh, the 15k PAP. That is one thing that was unfortunate about this game, was 15k points for PAP. What is this? Like, we going back to Advanced Warfare? BO4 days? Still not as bad as those games, but jeez, man. I think Vanguard was even more expensive, which is like, what are we doing? All right, box, don't you dare give me some stupid gun. Wow, the Gallo. All right, Spaz 12, OG shotgun. This is pretty much the best gun in this game, really. So can't go wrong with it. Oh, you know what? I was just about to say I'm gonna swap to the RPD to make points, and I just remembered the point system in this game is trash, and you only get points on kill. So that kind of leads us into our next topic, the point system. You know, I'd be curious to hear what you guys have to say about that, but I have a feeling that really nobody likes the point system in this game. It made worse guns that were better at getting points obsolete, so people really only gravitated to the actual best guns in this game, which is why this gun right here is literally like the only one that anybody would ever use. Also, we're getting freaking fat stacks, bro. So that's kind of a shame. Point system's kind of garbage. I think BO4 had a different point system from the classic one, but they hadn't quite gone off the rails like they did with this one, which, you know, it's not like a complete deal breaker. I'm not over here like crying because of how the point system is. Oh, we got the what's his name? I forgot the dude's name, but the big guy. But yeah, the point system is pretty trash. It's not like make or break. Megaton, that's right. But it is just another example of them like updating and changing things for no reason. Also, rip this guy because Aether Shroud is just way too powerful. Or not Aether Shroud, Ring of Fire. I don't know why I said Aether Shroud. Like, look at this crap, dude. Without Ring of Fire popped, he literally would have taken like 10 years to die. Oh my god. So, yeah, that's a little cheesy. But yeah, like, I hope with the 2024 Treyarch game, I hope that they, you know, bring back some of these new ideas, but find ways to make them better. Because even games like Vanguard had good ideas, but they just really didn't do a great job with a lot of the things they tried to introduce that are new additions that I hope get brought back, even if the community isn't entirely positive on them, like the Ethereum Crystal system. It wasn't perfect. I think it kind of got rid of like natural in-game progression a little bit, but I do think having out-of-game progression where you know, grind away and you get these things that you can spend and like upgrade your stuff permanently, I think that's a good idea. You know, it kind of is like derived from Ghost Extinction Teeth Shop, if you guys remember that, where basically you'd play, you get teeth, you go out of the match and there's like an armory and you can buy stuff that are like permanent upgrades. I really like the idea of having some sort of like carryover permanent upgrade system that rewards you for playing the game a lot. But I do think that Zombies ultimately is a game at its core where you need to be earning stuff in-game and it needs to reset every time you play. So, you know, they definitely, once again, they need to find like the perfect middle ground. Also, I got Mr. Monkey, so I'm gonna throw Monkey. Go over there. I think Monkey, all the explosives in Cold War are really good, that's right. I forgot, because literally, I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think explosives have damage fall off in this game, do they? I know I'm like all over the place with my conversations, but you know, we're having a free flow conversation here. But I think that the explosives have infinite damage, which is pretty interesting. I kind of like that a little bit. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it is kind of unfortunate how fast grenades fall off in normal zombies, so that's kind of neat. Oh, the carve. All right, I'll take it. Oh, well, give it to me. I think it's a G11, right? Yeah, this is the G11. Bro, if you guys watched my last video, my Kino video, whew, I was getting real tired of that G11. But yeah, there's so many new things, though, that Cold War did add. Like, for example, speaking of explosives, the fact that zombies just drop explosives and you just go pick them up. The armor system as well, which I need to go freaking talk to the robot guy where you upgrade your stuff. I need to go do that. There's actually a few things I need to do. I'm talking a little too much, getting a little sidetracked. Also, that's where you get the kill streaks and stuff at that table. I'm gonna buy Speed Cola, get some points. There we go. I forgot that it had the classic, what's it called? Jingle. Cold War did do some classic things like that, which is pretty cool. Like, Firebase Z, for some reason, it's the only map that did this, but in Firebase Z, when the game ends, it does the classic, like, laughter, which is pretty cool. Despite a lot of the new additions, a lot of the interesting changes, I mean, Cold War really did change a lot. Like, even the fact that, you know, Quick Revive doesn't give you the self-revives anymore. You just buy self-revives, so you can pretty much, like, last forever, as long as you keep buying them. There's a lot of cool things, a lot of new additions, but ultimately, Cold War did, in a way, kind of go back to the roots a little bit. Being mostly gameplay focused, just worrying about, like, surviving as long as you can. Also, these guys are about to get absolutely just get destroyed, bro. I don't know, me personally, I guess to kind of get to the point, I think Cold War is pretty good. I don't know about you guys. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about the game in the comments. It's kind of the whole point of this video, just to get some conversation going, and I don't know, try something different. But for me, Cold War was good. It has problems, obviously, but I like the classic approach. I think the main thing that held this game back, in my opinion, like the biggest problem is the maps and the lack of maps. This game really, like, for all the good it did in the gameplay department, when it came to maps, it didn't do quality or quantity, which is kind of sad if you think about it. Like, don't get me wrong, none of the maps in this game are bad. By absolutely no means are the maps bad, but they're just as the kids say, they're mid, bro. They're mid. Like, I don't know what to tell you. The maps in this game are just kind of forgettable. I think D Machine right here, people remember it fairly well because the launch of the game was pretty hype. Like, even D Machine's like, it's a good map. You know, I wouldn't say it's a great map. It's a good map. I really wish that this game had more maps. Overall, Cold War, the maps were the biggest failure of this game. I think most people could agree with that. If it had better maps, if it had more maps, that'd be nice. And, you know, they did spend a decent amount of development time on Outbreak, which, I mean, maybe I should save, like, Outbreak for another video, but Outbreak was truly the game mode of all time. To make sure this video isn't too long, I'll probably extract or exfil at the next opportunity, which that is a cool feature in this game, being able to leave the match without just, like, killing yourself. Definitely nice, I like that. That's pretty much all I wanted to say for this video, is just kind of pose the question, see what you guys think. Is Cold War good? Was it underrated? Was it bad? Is it too easy? Too mid? I don't know. We got the death machine. We're about to blast these boys. But me personally, like I said, I like Cold War. For me, the main issue was the lack of maps and the lack of really good maps. They weren't very original. You know, most of them were just facilities, like facility in the mountains, facility in Vietnam, facility in my freaking basement, like just all over the place. You got the dang Mauer Toten city streets. Not exactly the most exciting map design, but yeah, overall, Cold War, solid game. I enjoyed it. I think a lot of people did enjoy it, but it definitely needed work in some aspects, and I hope that for the next Treyarch game, they can find a way to combine the new stuff that worked and the old stuff that worked and give us one of the best zombies games ever. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your thoughts are on Cold War Zombies down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this style of video, just commentary. And if you want me to do more, I'll see you guys in the next one.